Hey everybody, Sean here, and welcome to Revealing Truth. And special thanks to Gail for sharing this. This is one of the many interviews Gabe Poirot has had in the past recent years. And although he's already been proven to be a liar that can't even keep his story straight, people continue to stick up for him. But that aside, today we're going to show that he's an even bigger deceiver than we thought.
The last 12 months, I've gone down the rabbit hole. I mean, Randy Kay and I have interviewed probably between 40 to 50 people at this point. So I never thought I'd hear and help steward so many of these stories.
So problem number one is that Sean Tabat works with Randy Kay, who's an absolute deceiver, and all you gotta do is watch the videos in his playlist here on Revealing Truth to find that out. And to top it all off, he's admitting to help promote many of these fake stories in the past year.
Between 40 to 50 people at this point. So I never thought I'd hear and help steward so many of these stories. For you, had you read many books or been exposed to these sorts of experiences prior to your own experience?
Yeah, so I had heard of, or I remember hearing of two encounters, really, at least. One was Jesse Duplantis. I watched his testimony of heaven multiple times because it was like an hour and 20 minutes. It was when he spoke at the church in Houston, I believe. I could be wrong though. But I would just go back and watch it over and over again. I was like, wow. And I remember when I first tuned into it, like clicking it, I was like, is this for real? Like, is this the real deal? Like, what is going on here? And then as I heard it, I knew Jesus was real, one, but also like his encounter of Jesus was accurate.
You gotta be kidding me. The guy that says that if you want to know what God looks like, to just look at Jesse. He actually said that God asked him for his opinion. This greedy guy says that giving more money will speed up Jesus' return, and that Jesus is running out of blood to wash away sin. He says God is bound and that we're in control, and actually blasphemed God by calling himself Everlasting Father in a 2022 sermon. Anybody believing Jesse's stories is as deceived comes.
His encounter of Jesus was accurate. And also I read the Heaven is for Real book talking about the little boy who I think like, I don't know, a little bit of time was on the bed in the hospital room, and then he went to heaven and saw his miscarried sister that he didn't even know existed. And yeah, those were the two that I'd heard some others as well. I'd heard a little bit about Kevin Zadai as well. Thought that was so amazing.
Kevin Zadai? You're gonna believe him too? The guy with frequent flyer points because of his many trips to heaven? And even said that angels handed him his own books in heaven. He's one of the privileged liars that says Jesus visited him in person. Says that all prophets had false prophecies. And this guy is so bad that even Sid Roth scrubbed his videos from his heretical channel. And this just gets worse.
I'd heard a little bit about Kevin Zadai as well. Thought that was so amazing. And but yeah, in general, I had thought of it and I'd been like, wow, that's so cool. And Kat Kerr. Sorry, they're all coming to me as you asked me that. And Kat Kerr. But yeah, as I would hear these, it's like, at first I would have the reaction, okay, I'd say, okay, let me see if the Bible, confirms what they're saying. And then the Bible did. And also I knew that the Holy Spirit was speaking through them and the accuracy of it. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
My friends, Kat Kerr is perhaps the biggest female heretic within Christianity today. And we have 58 videos exposing the many stories and lies she's given in the past years. But Gabe says that he checked the Bible to confirm their stories, and it did.
Okay, let me see if the Bible, confirms what they're saying. And then the Bible did.
No, it didn't. And that the Holy Spirit confirmed their accuracy.
And also I knew that the Holy Spirit was speaking through them and the accuracy of it. And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
This kid is nothing but a liar and a deceiver. And whatever spirit he's hearing from is not the Holy Spirit. Please, if you support Gabe, stop, because you're helping Satan promote lies through this new deceiver. There's really nothing more to say about Gabe Poirot for today. But if you do support him, we're all praying that God would open your eyes before it's too late. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. So as always, leave your comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.